sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Apollo Justice. It's been a little while, huh? I've definitely needed a break, so I'm glad I took it. But yeah, things have been really stressful recently, least of which is my freaking computer. I have a GPD Win 3, I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's kind of like a portable PSP laptop hybrid, and it's just been bugging out on me, and it's so fucking annoying. But we're not going to think about that right now. We're going to get right back into it, because I've missed you guys. We're going to get a special hour-long episode today, I think, around an hour. And so we'll just, we'll see how it goes. Let's get into it.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kentucky family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kentuckys had sent me. So I gave up and I went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself!
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brad got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. Oh, God. It might be over right now. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Woo! Okay. Woo! Oh, still going back in the swing of things. It's been about a week since I've done any recording, so maybe my vocals just need a bit of warming up, but I did do some warming up, so I don't know what's going on. Either way. Let's just press it all, huh? So, you did go to steal that chart!
Were you listening? I said I asked him for it.
The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him.
It would have been impossible without a pistol.
But what if she did have a pistol?
I'll admit, I wanted the chart. That much is true. My reason was simple.
It certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say.
Not only that, if the Kentuckys had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Maractus now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky.
It seems our witness was in a fix as well.
Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand?
When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Could we be a little less morbid, please?
So you see, I needed that chart.
Oh, the big noodle stand in the sky. I love that idea. Just a little dude riding his little noodle stand in the sky. You're like,
Oh, Polly! Get up here and go, boy!
except that has a bit sinister undertones, because that would basically be the old dude being like,
I want to kill you, Polly! Come over and join me!
which, not great, not great. Moving on.
He didn't understand?
He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man.
Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy.
He was practically delusional.
Yeah, that smile. I always thought it was creepy. Just the hands are enough by themselves. Like anyone doing those triangle hands, like I say, you keep an eye on them. You keep a good eye. Trust. They sent you.
He thought the Kentuckys had sent me to get the chart.
Makes some sense. You are their son's fiance.
Don't make me laugh. The Kentuckys sent me. They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise.
If that was really all that happened, what were all those noodle balls doing there?
How should I know?
There weren't any balls when I went. I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else? Alright?
Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance!
Apollo! Any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually. I felt it respond.
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth! Here comes justice!
See, that's so much better than it's justice time. Don't you agree, Polly?
Tracy, I thought we had established this. I have very low self-esteem, okay? It can be justice time, and I can be ready for justice, okay?
Gee, Apollo, you're sweating a lot.
I don't care, Tracy, let's keep moving!
Okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be here, right? So let's just give a quick savey wavy. Oh goodness. How y'all doing, by the way? You know, I've been having a bit of a rough time, but I hope you guys have been doing better. You know, check in with yourselves and just take all the time you need to do the thing you gotta do. You know, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it will be easier. You got this. I believe in you. Let's have a little look. I'm guessing it's gonna be the hands again, right? Hello.
Hello, Puppet. Got him.
All I did was talk. And lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words.
My twitch? What are you talking about?
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
Seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened.
Take that!
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf!
Jonah, he's doing that thing again where she's like screams in this weird position and I don't know what to do with it. She's like still holding that pose and it's like, do I try and throw things in her mouth? I just don't know.
I know exactly what you mean, Clavier. I have been trying to play ringtones. I don't know where this is going.
Oh goodness. Oh, I miss being a goofball on this channel. It's even after a week, it's still just nice to get back into the fray of things, you know. This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if you're drifting. As soon as a witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
I knew it! So I was right, wasn't I? Miss Alita Tiala!
Your neck. That isn't what I think it is.
Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic! You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took! Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it!
But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly! The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you! That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic!
Order! Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You run in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. What if I'm going down? I want some company. You!
And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splash on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I?
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly, everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
Objection!
Not so fast. This party is just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Pa Maractus choked Alita Tiana. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There is more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Alita Tiala half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin.
Me? Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullets still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of
His own medicine.
as he would say, and then he would spit some cool rhyme like,
Yeah, medicine. I'm gonna sin. I'm gonna shoot him all over. Gonna put him in a bin.
actually no, that actually sounds a bit too complicated for Waki. It would probably be more like,
Medicine. And I'm Jake Paulin.
you know what, actually that was pretty good. Maybe I've been judging Waki too harshly. Oh goodness. Oh, Waki, I miss him. I miss him already. I just want to mock the fuck out of him, you know? Like...
And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like he figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps he sought to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next.
Well, forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next?
Do I? Do I? Fuck.
As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldune's noodle stand!
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Ah, wait, you don't mean...
I do! Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiana!
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Then let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kitaki?
I questioned your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination!
Apparently the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. To where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
The victim was heading here!
Did I get it wrong? I might have got it wrong. Yes, of course, there. Why?
I'm young, Your Honor. I'm still making up my mind about a lot of things.
Perhaps you should leave the court until you grow up.
Oh.
Here. Oh, fuck. Judge, that was your line.
Yes, it was! Penalty! Here, please show us on this diagram. To where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
Okay, right, I'm guessing.
There, that's a river!
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
The perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was gonna throw me in the river?
He didn't have many other options, Fraulein.
I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defender before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler of panty-snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts in that instant.
So, I shot him?
You were the only one who could have stolen Waukie's pistol. It had to be you!
Well, Miss Tiala.
Nice work.
You mean, I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park?
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Where of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out their foreheads' errors?
Ugh, maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of a doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal the stand. And that offense without case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
What an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Huh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right! That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car!
Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to the garage and it ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
Ugh! A glaring contradiction, to be sure.
More glaring than your forehead! No! No!
Order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
That's a groan of surrender, I hear. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
What do we think, y'all? Do you remember? Do you remember what happened? Because if we look at the evidence, we just remember where exactly we got all the evidence. What's that? Found in the exhaust pipe of a car at Naractus Clinic! I'm guessing that means then, as you've probably surmised.
I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put 1 and 1 together and the explanation is simple.
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Take that! Let's see now. Panties! Again!
All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Huh?
Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties! This latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly! By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin!
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start, a clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. Looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogs the exhaust and they won't run.
Why? How interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I? So dark. I can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You, Doc! I know what you did!
Monkey?
Oh, 1 second, y'all. This is actually... it might be my dealer calling. Hold on. I'm so sorry, everyone. Literally the most emotional climax of the scene of my freaking dealer calls. Oh, that's so funny. Let's... Just need to recapture myself. Okay, here we go.
Monkey?
You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Wait, let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you a last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. He's the one to do!
Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Eh?
I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tialo doing?
She's confessed to everything. We are processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He'd figured out she was the killer a while ago.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something's the matter, forehead.
Looks like it's time to announce the verdict.
This was so inappropriate. Fucking confetti. Ooh, your girlfriend, your relationship was a lie. Here you go, confetti. She's going to die now. Bye bye. Oh, goddamn.
Court is adjourned.
Whew! Freaking did it, y'all. We freaking did it. Let's go. Oh, goodness. June 17th, 4:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Walkie's off the hook! Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes!
You're to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-headed attorney with a death wish!
Enough, Walkie.
Mr. Kentucky!
It's high time you open your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours! Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is gonna throw them both out.
If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. You know why Mr. Kentucky needs to make so much money? Maybe we should tell Walkie.
I actually do know what this is, but I'm so terrified that I'm just gonna say it. So that's where we're at.
Oh, Walkie! Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot. What's that?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kentucky trying to become a businessman? Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean you aren't really. Are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor can take that bullet out of your Walkie, but it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I wanna help you, and I wanna do it clean. Please understand, Waki.
Dad!
Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for...
Wacky?
He's a good old man! One day, I'm gonna take you out! And then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer!
My Wacky!
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki! I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who? Me? I don't think...
Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky lime pie.
He's opening a pie shop?!
So long.
And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Oh, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
Huh? Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what our father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim our reward for Mr. Eldoon.
Ah, Sody Noodles, right. He got his stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, alright.
Please, anything but him.
Aw, wasn't that fun, y'all? Oh, good, clean Ace Attorney fun. Like, what do y'all think of this case? Because I think it's got a lot going for it. I think it's a good introduction to the world and everything. I think it does a good job of getting out of its own way at a certain point. Like, I mean, in terms of, like, the stuff with Phoenix. You know, the stuff with Phoenix tends to cloud a lot of these cases, and, you know, with the second case kind of following the first, it's easy. It would probably be easy to just kind of, you know, use a lot of the, I don't know, I guess the Phoenix character, but, you know, he kind of got out of his own way and just kind of let Apollo do his thing, and I respect that, you know. I just wish he had more Apollo had more games to himself, you know, with Trucy. It would be so much better. But yeah, I really like this case. How about you all? I hope you enjoyed my performances. You've been really great being with me this whole time. I thank each and every single one of you, and I just hope you're doing okay. You know, you guys, you don't know how much you mean to me. Thank you, and I really hope you enjoyed it. So next time, we are gonna get into case 3, which is it's kind of hit and miss. Some people love it, some people hate it. I can't quite remember where I settled on it. I remember just thinking it was okay, but yeah, I guess we'll have to find out together, huh? So look after yourselves, everyone. Stay gay, stay hydrated, like, comment, share, subscribe. Just let me know what's going on with you. You know, what you think of the episode. And just, yeah, I hope you guys are keeping well. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.